Ladies and gentlemen, today is a fantastic day. I hope you all are doing well. Today we have two contenders. Haunted Bookshop Cake and Haunted Bookshop OG. Yeah. Welcome to today's episode, guys. Got some Haunted Bookshop Cake and the Cornell and Dill Haunted Bookshop Original. This is just the bulk, but I don't have the tin version. So yeah, we're going to get into this. So just to kind of recap about Haunted Bookshop, last week, the week before, I did the chop rough cut stuff. And then last week I did the Haunted Bookshop Cake. Now I wasn't super impressed with the cake. The tin smell is wonderful, but not so much the flavor profile. They're a little bit more mellowed out and not all there. And I'm assuming, again, that has to do with that compression. So let's just take a quick look at these two, the differences, so you guys can understand what I'm talking about here. So here is the standard, which is kind of a ribbon, rough cut chop. It's actually more like a rough cut. It's not quite ribbon, but yeah. And then here is the cake for the Haunted Bookshop. So real quick, I'll read to you guys again one more time what they are. It says designed by the late Bob Ranowski and named in honor of the famous novel written by Christopher Morley. Haunted Bookshop is a bold blend of Burley's Virginias with a touch of Perique. This special version is pressed and sliced into an old-fashioned crumble cake to further marry the flavors. So that's this one. The other one has the same stuff in it. It's just not compressed into a cake. So I'm going to go ahead and get all these loaded up into the two pipes. Today I'm smoking out of these bad boys. I'm going to be putting the cake in this guy right here. This is my Hanseatak. I think I'm saying that right. I believe it's a German style pipe. Bought at a very interesting tobacco store. It's not your typical pipe store, but they did have some pipes there. So I picked it up. It is a briar pipe, and yeah, it's not a bad pipe. It was actually the first pipe my first straight pipe that I ever bought. So I do like the grain and the color on this one. It's very nice. It's got a nice dark stain to it. And then the other pipe I'm going to be using is good old Peterson Zippo 106. And I'm going to use that with the, or actually maybe I'll swap them. I don't know, we'll see. I'll figure out what I want to do. But yeah, be right back. I'm going to get these guys loaded up and we can get into the review. Alright, we are back. Got them all loaded up. So I got the Haunted Bookshop Cake in the Peterson 106. And I chose that because the cake is a crumble cake. And it sits better in a wider bowl. These are the only two straight pipes I really own that aren't overly used and gross. So that's why I chose them. But, you know, got to do with what you got. So, yeah, Haunted Bookshop Cake is in the wider bowl, Peterson 106 Zippo. And then I have the coarse cut version, non-pressed, in my Hanseatak. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So, we're going to start off with the cake. We're going to kind of see if it's changed any since last week. Hi, Sophie. Got the pretty little doggy with me today. Come here. Come, let me see if the people can see you. Okay. Oh, there she is. There's your pretty girl, yeah. Okay. Mwah. Her breath smells so bad. Yo, you. Oh, you. Okay. And I got the other dog down there named Maddie. Yeah. Okay. Come. Come show your face to the people. Come here. Maddie, come here. Okay. There's the other one. Oh, okay. Yeah, here you go. Okay, go lay down. Yeah. All right. Anyway. All right. Okay. So I can say that it's actually a little bit different out of this straight pipe. Some of the more woodsy, kind of earthy tones are starting to come through a small bit, which I didn't expect, actually. It's actually quite nice. Almost a back essence of like a mild coffee. Strangely enough. Huh. Okay, well, let's try out the cleanse the palate. And we'll hit up the other one. There we go. It's really weird. You know, typically I smoke a lot of aromatics out of this pipe. The smoke is much hotter. It burns more vigorously in the nostrils than the other one. I wonder if that just has to do with the pipe though. I'm not really getting anything out of this. You know what? I'm going to try a different pipe. I'll get back with you guys in a minute. I'm going to load up a different pipe and see if that makes a difference. So, stand by. 1 second. Okay. So I have it loaded up in my 4th generation Eric Stokeby. Let's see if it really makes that big of a difference. Maddie, you're fine, Mama. Go lay down. Go lay down. Well, the smoke isn't as hot, which is interesting. So it really seems to be dependent on the type of pipe to smoke out of. So strangely enough, I'm getting kind of florally notes, which I don't really get much. I definitely didn't get that last time. I didn't get a whole lot of much, but well, at least for the other one. But yeah, last time I think I remember having like a chocolatey-ish kind of flavor profile, if I'm not mistaken. This is really strange. I just smoked it last week, or the week before. Oh. Oh, okay. I just needed to burn a bit more. Well, and a different pipe. So I guess the more narrow pipe, look at the difference. This one's much more narrow. It seems to make a difference for Haunted Bookshop. Because now I'm getting those grassy, slightly florally, a bit woodsy, kind of earthy. Like a small hint of chocolate. Very small, maybe cocoa-y. What is that called? Coffee-ish type of flavor. Overall, it's not bad. Now that I've switched the pipe, let's try this one again. So now I'm curious. Yeah, that's terrible. Look. Oh. And you know, I think it has to do with those aromatics that I put in there as well. It burns really hot out of that pipe, and I'm, like I said, I wonder if that has to do with how narrow that hole is. I think it draws the air in too quickly. The more narrow the hole, you know, like a vacuum makes it go faster through the pipe. Hit up that Haunted Bookshop cake again. Definitely barley comes through a lot with the cake. Very earthy. Yeah. I'm not sure which one I really prefer overall. I really think it's pipe dependent, and if you're smoking something that's ghosted with something else, like the aromatics, for example, that has a play on it. I think overall, with the right pipe, they're really good in their own ways. But if I had to pick one, I would probably go with the cake. Now, the reason I say that is because it's a bit smoother. It's not so, the flavors are there with the right pipe. The flavors are there, and it's not excessively overpowering. But like I said before, I like kind of the sharper flavors. I wouldn't say harsh, but sharper. More distinct. But it seems to be, if you don't have the correct pipe, or something that you smoke a similar type of blend in, it really gets overpowered by whatever you had in the pipe. At least it's my experience right now. Although, I really think it's situational dependent. If I just had a big meal, I think I would prefer the cake. But if I haven't, if it's kind of like a early afternoon or an early morning, like I said before, I like the stronger stuff in the morning versus in the evening. So if it was a morning smoke, I'd probably go with the coarse cut version, just for those slightly harsher flavors. Overall, I think they're both really good in their own way, and I like them both. Haunted Bookshop, I don't think is my favorite tobacco, but it's not a bad one. Are there better tobaccos out there? In my personal opinion, yes, but this doesn't mean I'm going to stop smoking it. I do enjoy it for sure. The standard Haunted Bookshop has a bit more pepperiness than the cake. So if you have an issue with peppery type of tobacco, which I'm kind of one of those people, I don't like huge, heavy, peppery flavors in my smoke. So if you're one of those people like me, then depending on how you feel that day, you might want the cake over the standard version, just because it's a bit more mellow. I don't really pick up a lot of peppery flavors in the cake. So if that's something that you're more interested in, probably go with the cake version. However, like I said, I think they're both good in their own way. I don't think I would really prefer one over the other. I just think it's more situational dependent for me. It really depends on the time of day. If it's cold, if it's hot, if it's early in the morning, I would prefer a slightly different version. So, yeah, that's Haunted Bookshop. I don't really have much more to say about them. If you haven't checked out the other two videos, please do that. I really enjoyed making them. Give me a like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. Haunted Bookshop, baby! That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers. I'll see you in the next one.